Hey folks, I am Becky with Enduring Finances. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking a look at the breakdown of all of the dividends that I earned in the month of April of 2023. So let's go ahead and get on the same page with who I am and a little bit about me. So I am Becky naturally. I have my dog Jackson, but I don't have any other dependents or a spouse or partner or anything else that I provide for. I own my own home. I have a positive net worth of about $250,000. The only debt that I do have is the mortgage on my home. And I have part-time work in the mornings making pizza dough, and I do side hustle and gig work on the side to add a little extra to that. And I am working on building my photography business and this business as well. So that's just a little bit about me and where I stand as far as investing. So let's go ahead and jump right into it and look at the breakdown of my portfolio and how it performed in the month of April of 2023. So first off, we can see that we had a pretty significant jump in my portfolio value, about $483 for about 1.65% increase, bringing my portfolio value up again to $29,841.97. For the full year, we are up almost $1,000, about 3.4% increase from the beginning of January. Well, from the beginning of January, the end of 2022 to the beginning of January. We're up about 3.4% overall from the end of 2022. We've had a little bit of fluctuation as far as the market overall, but we're seeing that trend line moving forward, and I'm excited for the end of the year. As far as my investing strategy, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So this is how my portfolio sat with my... So as far as how I view in my investment strategy, I break it down by the different sectors here: finance, tech, real estate, consumer staples, utilities, healthcare, energy, telecommunication, bonds and ETFs, industrials, consumer discretionary, and materials. And these are ranked from how much money I want to invest out of my full portfolio into them. And I break that down by percentages and money based off of the rolling price, the rolling amount of my portfolio. So these target numbers are constantly changing as the market and price values fluctuates in how I reinvest my money. We ended the last month with finance and real estate being down the most. A lot of sectors are down. Just been a rough little bit for the stock market. So I knew I wanted to focus on finance and real estate as far as reinvesting the dividends that I earned. And I went ahead and did that by buying 5 new shares of ticker symbol KEY for $12.01 a piece, for a total of $60.05 reinvested into my portfolio. And that went ahead and changed my breakdown to what it is now. We're still seeing a lot of red here, but we are still focusing heavily on building up finance and real estate sectors as they have been hit the hardest. And this is just how I'm going to be focusing on it. So look to see more reinvestments into finance and real estate sectors in the month of May. As far as my dividends, let's go ahead and see the full overview of how much I made total. For April, I made $119.80, so just shy of what I made in January. We're seeing that triple effect as far as the quarter goes: low, medium, high. And so we'll continue to see that through the end of the year. And we brought my total dividend income to $402.11 for 2023. Let's go ahead and take a look at how my individual dividends performed, how the individual companies performed as far as dividend payouts, because one of them drastically cut their dividend and it really hurt my dividend yield return. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So the first dividend that I earned for the month of April came in on the 3rd with ticker symbol PPL, which is PPL Corporation, for $2.40. I own 10 shares of this stock. The average purchase price for those shares is $29.03, and we are down about 1% in this position overall. And this company went ahead and increased their dividend from 22.5 cents a share to 24 cents a share. So happy to see that coming through. Dividend number 2 coming in on the 5th of April is ticker symbol QSR, which is Restaurant Brands. Made 93 cents off the 2 shares that I own. The average purchase price for those shares is $63.82 a piece, and we are up just under 10% in this position overall. And I should note that this is a Canadian company, so we are seeing that 15% tax come out automatically from my brokerage account. And they went ahead and increased their dividend from 54 cents a share to 55 cents a share. So one extra penny every single month is happy for me. Dividend number 3 coming in on the 6th of April is ticker symbol BNDX, which is a Vanguard Total International Bond ETF, which is how I'm investing into bonds and debt inside of the stock market. I earned 21 cents off the three shares of this ETF that I own. The average purchase price for each one of those shares is $51.14 a piece, and we are down about 4.3% in this position overall. But they went ahead and did a pretty hefty increase from their dividends, and fractions of pennies here, but 5 8/10 of a penny. Yeah, 5 cents and 8.50. You see the numbers here, from 5/8 of a penny to 7 1/10 of a penny. So a slight fraction of increase there, but I'm happy to see any type of increase coming through. Dividend number 4 coming in on the 10th of April is ticker symbol EMN, which is Eastman Chemical Company. I have one share of the stock. The dividend pays out at 79 cents a share right now. I purchased that share for $73.12, and we're up about 15.25% in this position overall. Dividend number 5 coming in again on the 10th of April is ticker symbol MRK. For $1.46, I own 2 shares of the stock. The average purchase price for those shares is $85.60 a piece, and we are up a whopping 34.8% in this position for a gain of about $60, give or take there. Dividend number 6 coming in on the 11th of April is ticker symbol PM, which is Phillips Morris International, for $8.89. I own 7 shares of the stock. Average purchase price for those shares is $78.13 a pop, and we are up just shy of 28% in this position for a gain of about $153, so not too shabby there. Dividend number 7 coming in on the 13th of April is ticker symbol GSK for $1.68. It is a United Kingdom company, so we see a 1% tax come out. But in total, we earned $1.68 from the 5 shares that I own. The average purchase price for those shares is $35.30 a piece, and we are up just over 2% in this position overall. And they went ahead and increased their dividend from 34 and some change to 34 and some higher change cents per share. So I will take any little extra crumbs that I can get there. Dividend number 8 coming in on the 14th of April is ticker symbol MDLZ for $1.54. I own 4 shares of the stock. The average purchase price for those shares is $58.20 a piece, and we're up almost 32% in this position for a gain of about $74 overall. Dividend number 9 coming in again on the 14th of April is ticker symbol MDT, which is Medtronic PLC, for $2.04. I own 3 shares of the stock. The average purchase price for their shares is $107.70, and we are down for a loss of about $50 in this position, or about 15.5% loss overall. Dividend number 10 coming in again on the 14th of April is ticker symbol O, which is Realty Income Corporation, for $1.28. I own 5 shares of the stock. The average purchase price for those shares is $67.79 a piece, and we are down about 7.3% in this position, and they went ahead and increased their dividend a fraction of a penny as well, from 25 cents and a little bit to 25.5 cents. So slight little crumbs there, but I will take anything that you give me. Dividend number 11 coming in on the 17th of April is ticker symbol STAG, which is Stag Industrial Incorporated, for 37 cents. I own 3 shares of this stock. The average purchase price for those shares is $36.33 a piece, and we are down for about 6.25% in this position. So we're hanging on there. Dividend number 12 coming in again on the 17th of April is ticker symbol USB for $5.76. I own 14 shares of this stock. The average purchase price for those shares is $39.52 a piece, and we are down below 13.25% in this position for a loss of about $73.50. Dividend number 13 coming in on the 25th of April is ticker symbol EFC, which is Ellington Financial Corporation. For $8.25, I still hold on to 55 shares. The average purchase price for those shares is $18.13 a piece, and we are down about 29.5% in this position overall for a loss of about $295. And this does make up about 2.35% of my entire portfolio and pays out a monthly dividend, which is why I'm holding on to it for right now. Dividend number 14 coming in on the 26th of April is ticker symbol BNS, which is Bank of Nova Scotia, which is a Canadian company. So we're seeing that 15% tax come out by my brokerage account. So we earned a total of $3.21 in dividends for the 5 shares that I own. The average purchase price for those shares is $43.51 a piece, and we are up about 14.7% in this position for a gain of $32 even Stevens. Dividend number 15 coming in on the 26th of April is ticker symbol CSCO, which is Cisco Systems Incorporated for 39 cents. I have 1 share that I purchased for $48.90, and we are at a loss of about $1.65 in this position. Dividend number 16 coming in again on the 26th of April is ticker symbol NYMT, which is New York Mortgage Trust Incorporated. We earned $40 in dividends from the now 100 shares since they did their reverse split from 4-to-1 ratio. The average purchase price now for those 100 shares is $24.99, and we are still at a loss of about 58.8% overall in this position. Just shy of, $1,400, $1,500-ish. But it is one of the bigger holders in my portfolio overall, coming in at 3.44% of my entire portfolio value. And keep in mind that of all of the positions that I have, the average is about 1% or less. So anything above, 1% or 2% is pretty high in my portfolio. So it's a bigger one there, but I'm still happy to see that dividend come in, even if they are messing around with how they're formulating their shares. It has been a very consistent dividend, and that's why it's still in my portfolio. Dividend number 17 coming in on the 28th of April is ticker symbol LTC for $1.90. I own 10 shares of the stock. The average purchase price for those shares is $37.52, and we are at a loss of about 10.8% in this position, or about $40.50. Dividend number 18 coming in again on the 28th of April is ticker symbol NLY, which is now Capital Management Incorporated, for $20.80 for the 32 shares that I own. The average purchase price for those shares is $25.09 a piece, and we are at a loss of about 20.35% in this position. And this company is the culprit of cutting their dividends. They did a massive cut from 88 cents a share to 65 cents a share. So that is a very drastic cut in their dividend, which is why my dividend yield for my portfolio has dropped so much this month from last month. And I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. I'm going to let it sit and kind of reevaluate in a month or so and see how they're doing. But this was not something that I wanted to see. This company has done a lot as far as changing around their share structure and just a lot of business moves behind the scenes. So seeing their dividend cut is not something that an investor likes to see, especially when it's now taking away money that I was earning, and part of the reason why I was investing so heavily in this company. So we're going to wait and see what happens with that. This company still makes up about 2.14% of my entire portfolio. So it's slightly on the larger end of what I got, but we will just wait and see and hope that this is a temporary fix to a problem. And with that, we'll jump into the last dividend that I earned for the month of April, dividend number 19, coming in again on the 28th with ticker symbol RITM. For $11 even. I own 44 shares of this stock. The average purchase price for those shares was $8.77 a piece, and we are down about 6.9% in this position for a loss of about $26.50. And that wraps up all of the individual dividends that I earned for the month of April. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how these dividend increases and the one massive decrease have impacted the statistics on how much money I am making for my portfolio. So, looking at this, we can see that my dividend yield percentage dropped quite significantly from 4.2% to 4.05% yield. The average dividend yield per year dropped to $1,209.38. My dividend average per month dropped down to $100.78 per month. Per week, that dropped to $23.26. Per day, we saw a 7-cent decrease, dropping down to $3.31 on average per day. Per hour, it dropped down to 1.138 cents. Didn't really impact that per minute yet. We're not going to see this for a long time, but I just like to see that eventually we're going to increase that. And then we drop down, if we were to compare it to an average 40-hour work week, we would now be making 58 and 1/10 cents per hour off of just the dividend yield of passive income. And we can see that that really has been increasing over time, and we just got kicked really hard with a 7-cent loss on my average daily dividend yield. Let's go ahead and see how this impacts the goals that I have for my portfolio in the short term and in the long term. So we can see that portfolio value is still not at that $30,000 mark. Our goal is to have that reach $32,500 by the end of 2023. That's a long ways off, but you never know with the market. As far as total dividends that we earned, we are getting closer to hitting that $1,275,000, and we are above $100 average yield. We want to try and reach $105 in monthly average dividend returns and $3.45 on average earned daily. So we are still above that $3.30 and above that $100 average, but we have a long way to go to hit my goals for 2023. Hopefully with rebalancing and reinvesting, we will continue to see that growth increase and keep that dividend yield right about 4%. But that is going to wrap up the individual dividend income that I earned for the month of April. I would love to hear about how much you made and what your thoughts are about how companies in your portfolio are doing. And I will catch you next time, guys. Bye.